guys, welcome to another episode of Bugle Bat Reps. I'm Paddy.
I'm George.
This is George.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, me and George are best mates. Have been for a very long time. Best mates-ish. So, essentially, this is the grudge match. It's to see whether or not the Tyranids stay undefeated on the channel. George has a habit of whipping my ass with his Drukhari with my Tyranids. So,
Stop making excuses!
it's going to be fun. But no, seriously, I mean, I think we were talking about this earlier on. I think if anybody else was running the list George is using, because it is an off-meta list, I think I would stand a chance, if not being very close. But George has a habit of getting in the end. Shit bag for that.
Play the mind games.
Yeah.
That's how you win.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's just my mind's easily led. Anyway, so the mission today is priority targets.
The easy one.
The easy one. My list hasn't changed from what I've been running the past, 5 back reps. So just a quick overview. I've got 2 detachments, Cronus and a Kraken detachment, Swarmlord, Hive Tyrant, Old One Eye, Hormagaunts, Devourers, Lictor, Rippers, Cronus detachment with Neurothrope, Hive Guard, more Gaunts.
Sorry, excuse me.
You love the Hive Guard. You love it.
No, I hate
You
them.
love it. You love punishment.
I'd rather face 3 Diamond Chairons than like 1 Hive Guard brood.
Yeah, but Forge Roll is sold out.
Yeah. Make your own. Just get a pile of
Not
green
allowed.
stuff.
Not allowed to do that anymore. Not allowed to make your own Forge Roll models and have them count in a GW tournament.
You know who you are.
You know who you are. Yeah, and then Barbie. Barbie's awesome. Barbie's probably going to be your biggest pain in the ass for this.
Yeah, because my poison doesn't work against him.
Yeah.
He's picked the one model in a Tyranid army my poison doesn't work against.
And he's got 2 up armor, and
Yeah.
like you have like no like anti-armor when it comes. Well, splinter weapons anyway.
I got splinter weapons and I got anti-armor in melee.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I think your list is pretty much the same you run last time, wasn't it?
It's a little bit different. So it's a bit different to the one you saw on the channel last time. But since then, we both went to the tournament up in Employment.
Can I just stop you there?
What?
So
Cop out.
So all the playtesting I did in my Tyranids, all the hard grafting and making sure that I'd be able to do as well as I could. You told me that there were going to be like 6 to 7 Drukhari players.
So there was 6 to 7
And there
Drukhari
was.
players.
I wasn't going to put my babies through that, so the Sons of Gilliman went instead.
Oh, yeah.
Coward.
And how did you do?
I lost 2 and won 1. The first game I would have won if I heard the 10-minute call, and that ended. If I had my extra turn, I would have tabled him and got max points. Turns out it didn't. I had like an 82 to his. I think he had 82. I had like 70 something. My second game, I hate to say it, but smashed him. I feel sorry for that dude. He was running Harlequins, and once you got rid of all his heat pistols, oh, and Calgar just bitch slapped the Incarn. Just get down. That was it. That was the end of Incarn. And he was all buffed up as well.
Yeah, well, Marvel made Calgar OP, so.
Yeah. Then third game I was against Orcs, and my last turn was terrible. I failed to kill a 30 squad of boys with a 4-man aggressor squad with chapter master rerolls and 2 repulsors firing at them. Failed to kill a 30-man squad of boys.
This is pre-Codex boys as well.
Yeah.
These are T4 boys.
Yeah, exactly. And he passed his with his one dude that was left. He passed morale. He rolled a 1. So I was like, well, great. Calgar failed a 4-inch charge, and Tiggy failed a 3-inch charge with a reroll. So yeah, that ended on. That was the 82-87 game.
It's still really close.
Really close game.
And with a list that was like basically an 8th edition list.
It was literally Calgar, Tiggy, 3 repulsors.
Yeah.
Done.
Good.
So.
But yeah, going back to our game. So yeah, my list is very similar to what you saw in the last battle report against Martin and his Necrons, which was a really cool game. I then took it to the tournament and I did pretty well. I won my first 2 games and lost my last game against my colleague Dom from the podcast, which is a really, really close game. But it did show a few kind of weaknesses to the list that I wanted to kind of fill in. So I needed more dark light. I needed more ranged AP, high damage shots to try and pop transports and just do a bit of damage in the shooting phase. Because if my heat lancers whiff or if I lose a lot of Talos early on, I lose a lot of my firepower.
You also misdeployed your Talos.
I massively misdeployed my Talos. Like I was stupid with them, but it does. That's by the by. It was still a really close game. I came 5th overall, top of my bracket on 2 wins and 1 loss, which was really good.
You got a painting award.
I got best painted for my shiny green Drukhari. So thanks for all the people that commented and said they really like it. I really love it. Paddy's just besotted with it. He can't stop staring and drooling.
The funny thing is, another little background thing between me and George.
We're going to go into a lot of tangents, aren't we?
Yes, we are. We're going to go a lot of tangents. This is going to be probably like a 4-hour video. So George, his first army was Tyranids, and my first army was Drukhari. My paint scheme was metallic green because I found a photo of it. Yeah. And the other thing as well is George has also got my old Archon.
The classic. My face is your face Archon.
My old Archon, but then I got his old one. So
got a couple of classic models from 3rd edition back in the
back from when we used to play.
So the changes I made were to show you something else, because I like doing kind of showing that Drukhari have more than just Cult of Strife and Blackheart.
Going for the meta is boring.
Yeah, so I could do the whole Raider Rush, but you've seen it in 100 battle reports. It's all over the internet. You don't want to watch that. You want to watch something a bit different. So I brought my Talos back. They've still got the Artist of Flesh for that -1 damage, which is super tasty. I did drop 2 Venoms and a unit of Mandrakes. I found 2 units of Mandrakes was really nice, but in a lot of my games I didn't really need them.
They just ended up going to waste.
Yeah, they just one was really good for like the mission, but then the second squad would often I just kind of didn't need them. So I dropped 1 squad of Mandrakes. I dropped 2 of my Venoms and swapped them for 2 Raiders to bring in a couple of Dark Lances. I've switched out my Cult to instead of Red Grief, although my Red Grief Succubus, absolutely love her. The Blood Glaive with Precision Blows is really good. You saw what she did against the Nightbringer. She just sort of went in, cut him, jumped back, and then got hit by a meteor. That's what happened. Spoilers if you haven't seen that game, but yeah, that was not a good ending. But yeah, she did some damage. This time I'm going to do Cursed Blade, which is actually my favourite obsession of the new book. They got a big glow up, so they got +1 strength across the board, and in melee, any 6s they get to save, I cause a mortal wound back at the attacker, which is just a really cheeky kind of annoying thing. It doesn't ever spike. I mean, you could spike really hard if you roll obscene, but it's just kind of a little niggle, I feel it's like someone just like that, just like, you think you're going to take them out, but they're going to just do a couple of wounds back at you. I've got my Archon, my classic My Face is Your Face Archon. He's got a Splinter Pistol and the Gin Blade and Ancient Evil, so everyone's scared of him. I've got a Homunculus. She's not a master. She has a Master Regenis Warlord trait, which allows me to heal my Talos for flat 3 wounds each movement phase. I've also brought the Helm of Spite this game, because I was finding the Animus Vitae, whilst it was useful, I just feel the Helm of Spite in most games just kind of deters your opponent from taking psychic secondaries. You never know when you're going to get that one.
Plus, it's a good tailor one to take against Tyranids.
Oh yeah, and I knew I was facing Tyranids, so I wanted to tailor my list as much as possible because that's how we do. I mean,
that's how we play.
That's how we play.
Yeah.
I'm Poison Tongue. I know my enemy. I've bought my best poisons. I've brought my.
I'm just here to eat.
My Helm of Spite. So yeah, and then I got my classic Suicide Succubus, which is super fun.
She's super cool.
Although she completely whiffed in the tournament, the 2 times she died, I rolled a 1 both time on her relic. So hopefully that won't happen this time. I want her to die in a blaze of bone explosion glory.
No, she's going to die really rubbish. She's going to get eaten by Rippers.
Okay. Well, as long as she takes the Rippers with her, that's fine. No? Okay. I'm going to roll a 1 again, people. Watch it. So yeah, she's just got a Shardnet Impaler. She's going to have the Grave Lotus, so she's strength 5, -2, flat 2 damage with like 7 attacks. Relatively good in combat. She's got the Treacherous Deceiver Warlord trait, so normally she would on 6s cause a mortal wound back at you. Now it's on 4s, which is really, really tasty. And then if you do eventually kill her in melee, on a 2+, she explodes and causes D3+3 mortals at the thing that killed her.
Yeah.
So, Suicide Succubus, really fun.
She's cool.
In my raiders, I've got my two units of racks. I've upgraded them with a couple of liquefiers each in the squad, and I've got 2 units of incubi because they're incubi. Everyone loves them. I was trying to fit Hellions in the list, but I couldn't get them painted in time. So hopefully next time you'll see Hellions on the board.
Cool now.
I have got 60 of them, but I've got none painted because they've been awful for so long.
But I thought you don't play them at George.
I do now. I don't. Well, yeah, I don't. Not in this list, I don't. But I can play them if I want to with my 9 raiders. Then I've got 3 units of witches. Each one have got a blast pistol because I said I needed some more range dark light. And they all got the Hypex drug, which means I get bonus 2-inch movement because I find that's really useful. Before you saw me use
9-inch move witches.
10. Before you saw Red Grief, and I didn't really need the movement because they get +2 to their advance roll. But I was thinking with the blast pistol being a 6-inch range, having +2 movement, it just makes those blast pistol threat range a bit better. And essentially +2 movement is kind of like +2 charge in a way.
Yeah.
Because you're moving out of your venoms, that's 3, +10 for the movement, plus a decent advance roll. You're looking at a sort of good 15-inch movement.
Yeah, exactly.
A good 15, 16-inch movement, and then your charge after that. So it makes them have a really, really long reach, which I absolutely love in my games for denying primary, just getting in people's faces and being annoying, really. For a 50-point unit, well, 55 with the blast pistol, they're an absolute godsend.
Yeah.
And that's basically it. It's just one Realspace raider. My Cabal is Poison Tongue still, because I tailor against Tyranids.
Yep.
My Witch Cult is Curse Blade, and my raiders are going to be Curse Blade in this game because I'm interested to find out if that works.
Yeah.
So +1 strength, making their blade range strength 8, and the 6s to save cause mortals.
So tanks are pretty good in combat.
So my tanks are actually pretty good in combat. I've got 3 strength 8 attacks. And if you hit me on a save on a 6, I cause a mortal back at you. So
great.
So that's pretty fun. That's it, I think. That's it. That's all my relics. I've started the game with 9 CP. I've got mandrakes as well, but and we're going to roll to see who goes first.
We are. Just quickly on the table. So essentially, we're playing the same rules as what we always play when it comes to terrain. So ruins are ruins. In the corners, we got essentially forests.
Yeah.
So the -1 and +1.
I still think if I'm on pebbles, I should be immune to impaler cannons. Just putting it out there. Pebbles.
Pebbles are the bane of High Guard. Apparently.
Yeah. Just putting it out there.
No.
Should we go with secondaries? Because secondaries are actually quite important. So
your secondaries, what did you go for?
My secondaries, I chose priority target because
I wanted to. The same.
Yeah, I wanted to mix things up a bit. We all know it's a bit challenging to score 3 points a turn on your home objective that's miles away from your opponent.
I think it's probably the hardest one to do. So we both decided to challenge ourselves.
Then I took what's it called? Retrieve Octarius data because it's so easy for Drukhari to do. It's bonkers. It's pretty much a guaranteed 12 points. Unless you really mess it up or your opponent does amazingly effective screening, which is possible because he's got a lot of bodies on the board. And then engage on all fronts because I think knowing how Paddy plays and knowing that this Dimachairon's going to come and chew me up, and he's got a lot of little units like Rippers that you can just throw at me to deny me herd the prey. So I thought I'll go for engage on all fronts there because then it's completely in my control and outside of my opponent's control. Although herd is still amazingly good in most games. Yes. Herd is really, really good. But those are my 3. So what have you picked?
So as I've already said, I've picked priority targets because challenge myself. I also went for engage on all fronts, mainly because I got the mobility to do it. I can just go right. Okay, well I need that table quarter. I'll throw a squad of Rippers in there or double move something over there. Done. And I was originally going to go for retrieve data as well, but George is very good at being able to pick off certain units, so he would just go, okay, I'll just target all your infantry, which I have 1, 2, 3.
There's a bit of a flaw in the list, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the only flaw in my list, really. So I've got 5 infantry squads, and I do tend to struggle to do scramblers beforehand and trying to do data, get on all 4 table quarters, doing it 4 times in a row. Against George, I don't think it would work, so I decided to go for grind them down only because he does have a lot of 5
MSUs. Yeah.
So if I can try and stay ahead on kills, hoping that should work out pretty well.
Yep.
So, but yeah, I think that's everything for us to talk about, really.
Yeah.
With the deployment. So yeah, we'll come back after deployments. Okay, guys, deployments. So, George, you want to run through your deployment first?
No.
Why not?
Oh, because it's secret. You're not allowed to look at
It's
it.
right there.
Oh, okay, fine. I deployed. What have I deployed? So I've got my 2 raiders to the side here. Obviously, it's diagonal deployment because of priority targets. I've got a cheeky unit of mandrakes in the immune to impaler cannon rubble over there.
There's cheeky mandrakes.
There's cheeky mandrakes. I've got my 6 Talos in here with my Archon, Warlord, and Homunculus. And I've got my 4 Venoms with my Witches and my Carmelite Warriors right at the back here, which is just outside of range of the Impaler Cannons, which is what this little blip manifests because I pre-measured because they're all over there, the dirty things. And that's it. I've got nothing in reserve yet. I'm waiting to see who gets turn 1.
So my deployment, Hive Guard on the apparent anti-Hive Guard rubble.
Yep.
Neurothrope, Swarmlord, Old One Eye, Gaunts, Dimacaron at the back, ready to hop, skip, and a jump. And then in reserve, we've got my Hive Tyrant because I didn't fancy him getting shot off the board turn 1. Devil Gaunts, Kraken Rippers, Cronus Rippers, and my trusty Lictor. And that is my deployment. Let's see who goes first.
Yeah, I'm using my special dice that Paulie gave me when we went to that doubles tournament and you lost.
Yeah.
You lost by whiffing on a 1 wound Archon with no shadow field.
Yeah, well, you also whiffed the 4 inch early charge.
Before you roll, who wants first turn?
That's a good point. I wouldn't mind first turn to try and put some form of hurt onto George before he then offloads on everything.
I couldn't care less.
George doesn't.
Like, I don't mind.
So yeah, I wouldn't mind first turn, but it wouldn't be an issue, I don't think.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it.
I got 5, mate.
5.
Oh,
George
Drukhari
gets the
turn
first
1.
turn. Right.
Any pre-game shenanigans?
Yes, I'm going to spend 2 of my command points to redeploy 3 of my Poison Tongue units. And I'm going to redeploy 3 of my Venoms in a more aggressive position.
Yeah, kill off some Gaunts.
Kill off some Gaunts.
Come back with that. Okay, pre-game done. What you done?
Pre-game, I've moved my 3 Venoms that are right at the back here to right at the front here. So I can get some shots off turn 1, hopefully do some wounds to his Dimacaron. Dimacaron, before he gets all charged up and starts chopping up my stuff.
Okay.
That's it.
So back with Drukhari, turn 1 sec.
Yes.
Okay, end of my movement, turn 1. I moved my 3 Venoms over to here onto this objective, spread them out a bit so they could avoid multi-charging a little bit.
Yes.
They've all got line of sight on big Dimacaron over there. Dimey. My Talos moved up in advance along with my characters. They got quite good advance rolls and managed to hop over the building and get in this mid bit here. I didn't quite get enough to get onto this objective, which is a bit of a shame, but I mean, he could just move Gaunts up and offset it anyway. Warriors got out of the Venom. Venom moved over to here, probably going to take some pot shots at the Gaunts over there. Warriors are just deployed and got on my priority target. Mandrakes shifted over a little bit onto this objective and deployed Scramblers, retrieved Octarius data. And the Raiders moved up a little bit to take some potshot Dark Light at the Dimacaron. And if not, I'll try and take some shots at the Hive Guard because I can see them through the bottom floor of the ruin.
Yes.
And that's about it. So into my shooting phase. Ready for the paint? I'm going to skip Psychic.
But you uploaded it.
No, I'm just going to skip it.
Okay.
I don't think it's worth it.
Cool.
So first things first, we'll start off with a Splinter Fire at the Dimacaron. So this first Venom, unloading into the Dimacaron.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s. So 3 hits, so 4 hit even, and wounding on 3s because you're a monster.
Yep.
Only 1, AP 1. Safe, and then the next Venom, same again. No, it's the same. They're on the wings though, 4 that time.
All safe.
Oh my goodness. And then the next one. Only 3 that time.
Only 3. So it takes like 6 wounds.
Yeah.
4.
Takes 4 damage. Then we'll do a Potshot Dark Lance at him from the Raider. It misses.
Cool.
I'm going to CP reroll that because
We'll spend one already.
We'll spend one. One of those goes, the one I get for my turn. So it does hit. Winning on 3s. Oh,
it's a 2.
It's a 2. And the last Dark Lance hits. Wounds minus 4 AP.
5 up bimbo. Whoosh.
Yep. D3 plus 3 damage. That is a 1, so just 4 damage.
Down to 10.
Down to 10 wounds. So then next we'll do some pistols from here into these bitches. Just 4 because one's got blast pistol.
Cool.
So 2 hits. No wounds.
No wounds.
And I might be in range of this one, but we'll have a look.
Okay.
No, not in range. Then we'll do the inconsequential splinter fire from this venom at the same targets.
Yep.
So it's just 6 shots. And that is 2 wounds, and minus 1.
2 wounds, no save, so 2 really dead.
2 gaunts dead. And then I'm going to spend 2 CP.
Yes.
I think. Yes. For what? For Fire and Fade.
Cool.
On the Dark Lance Raider that moved here. So it's going to Fire and Fade onto this objective.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool stuff.
And that's the end of my turn 1.
That was very tame.
I think.
I was expecting a lot more.
Yeah.
And very quick.
I could charge.
Good.
I could charge. It would be funny.
It's funny
Stop
what
you from. You're cracking, aren't you? So you can just fall back and charge anyway. So what's the point?
Charge.
No, it's alright. You're okay. It's fine.
So what are you scoring end of your
What am I
turn?
scoring? So end of my turn, I've got 1 quarter for retrieve Octari's data. I've got engage for 2 because I'm in 3 quarters. And I got my first priority target for this objective over here.
Yes, indeed.
So that's 5 points.
5 points for you.
5 points for you. Going into Tyranids turn 1.
Indeed. Okay, so my movement is done. I move and advance these gaunts up onto that objective to deny George 5 points and hopefully get me 5 points, but I doubt my gaunts will survive that long. The Neurotroopers moved back slightly to get out of range of the deny with the Homunculus. Diamond Charon's moved over to here. Old One Eye's also moved up over to here, ready for his jump, and he needs a 7-inch charge to there. So my psychic phase will start with the Swarmlord. He's going to go with Synaptic Law onto this venom, so my army gets to reroll charges against him. So I need, I think it's a 6. I'll double check, but that is a fail. I'm going to reroll. So I'm going to spend 1. Reroll. And it's still a fail. Oh well. Old One Eye's not going to get reroll charges then. That's fine.
7's average.
7's average. We'll then go for Symbio Storm on my Hive Guard. The reason I'm doing that is so his -1 to hit strat. Yeah, he'll probably use it on the first volley, but then when I shoot them again, I'll just target a different target, and then I still get the 6s, does extras. So that goes off. And that is the end of my psychic phase.
Catalyst.
Oh no, Catalyst. Thank you, George. Catalyst on Diamond Charon. That's a fail. Excellent. Well done,
Sorry, I
Swarmlord.
reminded him. That's why.
Well done, Swarmlord. Yeah, dick. Okay, so now into the shooting phase. So first things first, we'll go with the Hive Guard. First things first, what am I going to title Hive Guard? I'm going to... Yes, so Hive Guard is going to go into probably the Raider with the Incubi in the win.
Yep. Well, this one in the middle
Yeah, the one
objective.
in the middle.
Yep.
I think. Yeah, just to get shit out.
Okay.
So I go into -1.
Nope.
Hit them. No, cool. So hitting on 3s with reroll 1s because they're Cronus. 2 miss. But I do get 2 6s. So roll for them. And Cronus. Spectate.
Toughness
6.
six.
So that is 8, 9 saves at -2, please.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
He could be dead reader.
Might be a bit.
No. 9 5 pluses. Oh, did quite well. Oh, did quite well. Got 3 of them, so 6 go through, Paddy. How much damage do you do?
I'm doing
Oh, that's a lot. What?
12, 13, 14 damage.
Okay, so the raid is dead.
Does it explode?
Does it explode? No.
No.
And do the guys inside die in a fiery inferno?
Roll them all at the same time.
I lose 2 to an inferno.
Nice. Well done, Hiker.
I know, right?
So do some disembarking.
So while George is doing that, I'm going to then shoot my Barbed Hydral at the raider down on the other objective.
And I will -1 now.
-1.
Taking out the transports.
So, scores to hit, 3 are on the ones. So, 2 ones, and 3 misses. 2 more misses. So, strength 8. So, it'll be 4 at -2.
4. I pass 1, 3 go through.
So, 2 damage each.
2 damage each, so 6 damage goes down to 4 wounds.
And then here, that's what's disembarked.
Yes. Then I am going to pay 2 CP to shoot again. I am going to
We're going to target stuff.
targets
And things.
stuff and things. So let's. I'm in range of that venom at the back there, aren't
I think so. Where are your cheeky hive guard?
I? So 36.
36 gets you to here, so.
So that's the first one away.
Yeah, all
Yep.
in range, yeah.
All in range? Screw it. I'll shoot more at that then.
Okay. I have -1 to hit because I'm a venom.
Yes. So, force. Reroll.
That was very
That's a
good.
fucking good roll.
That was a very good
Full
roll.
hit, but I don't get the extra shots.
See, this is why we don't like impaler cannon.
Pelicans are fun, man. Then 3s. So, that is
7.
7 saves at -2, sir.
Come on, Flicker Fields. Ah, that was a rubbish Flicker Field roll.
So even without the D3s, it's dead.
That's it's a minimum 6 damage. So yeah, it doesn't matter if it blows up or not in range of anything. So venom dead. So 2 units destroyed. So
2 units destroyed for the ground down.
Anything in that venom?
no,
No,
it's
because
empty.
he just
They
marked
have
them.
the warriors in.
Yeah, the warrior's just over there. So that means then at the end of the shooting phase, Swarmlord is within 6 of Dimey. Dimey's only going to do another move.
Here we go.
Oh, skip. Jump.
How far does he move?
12.
He's a speedy bitch.
He is a speedy bit.
Like I said, last game he did laps round table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, he's going to do this and then he's going to die. So
Yeah, well, he's going to take 3 runs with him. So that's the end of my shooting. Now I'm with charges. I'm going to do old one eye first, just because he doesn't have a reroll.
Got 1 eyes here.
So I need a 7. That's not a 7. Do I reroll it? Screw it.
spend the CP. That's like 6 CP spent already.
Yeah, I don't need CP. Yeah, he's
7.
So he gets in. He gets there. Okay. And then he's just gonna charge these 2. Okay, he'll charge all 3 because his base will get him there.
How does he charge all 3?
How does he charge all 3?
Yeah.
Because he moves, whenever he moves over everything.
Even models.
He jumps over everything.
Even models.
Even models.
I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah.
So, first one away, I'll need a 7. This is where I fucking fail. Nah, he's alright. So yeah,
Are you on 10? There you go, George.
That's nice.
3 bones.
Skidoogy in here. Let's just move these bits
Just me George's models that way.
Yeah, just you can't move my models out of the way.
If you do that, I'm just going to plonk him down on top. There you go. He's not in back. I could plonk him down on top of your venoms if you want me to.
Yeah, alright.
It started already. It started.
Right, so Dimey. Yeah, that's all my charges. So let's
Come back with 5 face.
come back with the 5 feet.
5 face.
That aids. So I'm going to put 3 into these 2, and then my tail into this one. So 3 into this one.
Yep.
Yep. So I get to reroll hit rolls. You're -1 in combat as well, or no?
No.
So 2 hit, strength 8.
Top of 5.
Reroll the win roll. Still 1.
Just so you know, he spent a CP
Yes,
for some
vicious appetite.
Tyranids.
I get to reroll my win rolls.
Just the one?
Just the one.
Minus
-4.
6 plus. Ooh.
And then D3 plus 2 damage.
Okay.
So 4 damage.
4 damage. There's now 2.
3 into the other one. Reroll the hit roll. All hit. Reroll the win roll. So 2 this time.
6s? Nope.
Nope. And then
1,
8
2,
damage.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Blows up. It does.
Not 1.
And a 1? I think so. I'll double check.
Pretty sure 6 is
It might be 6s.
It's 6s.
Is it? Are
Yeah.
you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure it's 6s? Just checking.
He wants it to be 6.
I want it to be 1. I don't know, I think it's only 1 water wound anyway, to be honest. Venoms don't blow up much.
While he's doing that, I'll do tail attack.
On a 6. Yep.
So tail attack misses. Okay. Are you interrupting, sir?
With
Oh yeah. You guys see if they get out.
Yeah, I know.
Rolling out.
Rolling, George. Damn, rolling stuff. They're fine. They just hop out agilely like this.
Blue squad. Okay. And
It's getting tasty.
on one eye into other one. Cool. So old one eye is going to attack with his Scything Talons. Okay.
What is Old One Eye's weapon skill?
Old one eye's weapon skill is so he is a 3,
Yep.
but then he gets +1 to himself.
Yep.
We'll see if he gets an additional +1. So he is physical 2. Weapon skill 2.
Okay. How many attacks?
5 attacks on a
Rerolling 1s?
rerolling 1s, and I'm pretty sure it's on a 6 he gets additional, or 5 he gets additional, but then he gets +1 obviously for himself, which is
Okay, so that settles it because I know you get the bonus attack, don't I? So I'm going to spend one of my bottle caps
What are your bottle caps?
one of my bottle caps to make myself -1 to hit.
Cool. So 3's to hit,
Yep. And exploding 6s.
so all hit, and exploding 6.
Oh my god! Look at his roll! Look at this!
Oh, it would have been another one.
What's this?
It would have been another one. Another 2.
Oh, well, he's angry.
You hurt my friend. And
Strength of billion.
so 4 -3.
Okay. So 4 6-ups. I make 1.
Make 1, 3
That's
damage
3
each.
each. So that's 9 damage.
That's dead.
I've got 6 wounds.
That's a dead venom.
That's a dead venom.
That's a dead venom.
I don't blow up.
Cool.
And 5 witches get out.
They do.
They do.
Okay.
2 dead venoms, not 3. 2.
It's a plan.
He's on 2.
It's all part of
Because
the
now he spends like his last CP and fights again.
Don't need to.
You don't know me.
That's how we're yucking now.
So, just before you get your combat attacks back,
Yep.
we're going to do the Thorax Spine Maw ability. So after this model has made its close combat attacks, before it consolidates, select one enemy model within engagement range, including an aircraft. The controlling players, they roll a d6 and add their strength characteristic.
Is this the EU?
Yeah.
Okay.
So roll a d6 and add the strength.
Yeah, I get an 11.
You get 11, so you want my strength. That's fine. Why won't you eat anything?
I'm trying to eat a venom.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a spiky meal right
It
there.
just goes. and then he gets feel no pain for the rest of the game.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, because you failed Catalyst, didn't you?
Yeah.
You failed Catalyst.
It is.
Right, you gonna do any parlins, consolidates, overruns?
So I'm going to spend a point to overrun Old One Eye.
Yep.
So Old One Eye is going to advance.
Just so you know, viewers, overrun is quite possibly the best strategy in the game.
6.
I think it's incredible.
You want to explain what you're doing?
Yeah, so Old One Eye, if I kill a unit and no enemy models are within engagement range, I can then, instead of consolidating, I can move as if it was in the movement phase and I can advance.
Which is super good.
Super good. So in other words, he hides behind all the bombs now. It's great.
Yep.
Leaving the Diamond Carol to his demise.
You had a good life.
And
That is it? Oh, my attack's back on the venom.
yes.
Oh, 3 attacks.
3 attacks.
3 attacks. Hitting on 4s. Oh, 2
Okay.
hits. Strength 6.
5s.
5s. 1.
One.
And -2. Because for some reason venoms have Blade Artists.
Okay. So 5 up. Yeah.
Ah, that would have been amazing.
Sucker.
Yeah, well.
Cool. But stupidly, I forgot I took engage in defense.
You did. So no points for you.
No points on engage.
See, they get carried away. He's about
Well, I
here.
did get 3 points of ground.
To be fair, he is of the hive mind. He just wants to feed. He's like, I can't feed.
I'm not interested in taking ground.
That's for food.
Yeah.
That's for food to do.
So, what are you scoring at the end of your
So,
turn?
I am scoring 3 for priority targets.
Yep.
3 for grinding down.
Yep.
None for engage on all fronts.
Yep. And you're currently on 2 objectives.
2 objectives.
Yeah, because you got the mid one because of obsec,
Yeah.
and you got that back one over there because I've got
Yeah.
nothing there. I'm obsecking this one.
Yeah.
I'm obsecking that one, and I've got that one. So I've got 3.
Yep.
So I have got, going into turn 2, I do get 15 for primary.
Big old 15.
Big old 15.
Big old 15.
Okay. Drukhari next.
Drukhari, turn 2 next.
Hey, Drukhari, turn 2.
So Paddy's folded. It's pretty much game over at this point.
Bitch face.
So everything kind of like fell back that survived it. Well, I mean the venom fell back.
Yeah.
The witches moved off. I got a really good advanced roll on these 2.
Really good.
Like really good, like 6s on everything basically. So one squad of witches advanced up to here. I'm going to aim to charge these Hormagaunts and then consolidate into the Hive Guard.
Yep.
Succubus is going to have a go at Swarmy. I've got another unit of witches just here behind, like literally touching the wall, that are ready to go and engage those Hormagaunts.
Yep.
The witches that were in this venom got out before it moved. Then the venom moved back. I haven't done any CP to let me shoot it. Talos just moved forward a little bit, aiming to shoot heat lances into the Diamond hopefully finish it off in shooting. And Incubi moved around a little bit just to get a charge on these Hormagaunts if I need to. Racks are fine where they are. They're going to use their liquefiers to do some damage to the Hormagaunts. My Mandrakes disappeared back into Elendriac, and my Racks got out of the Raider, spread out. I got another really good advance roll on these Incubi that were in this Raider, so they're here threatening the Hive Guard for a bit of damage. That's about it for my movement.
How many 6s did you roll in advances?
I rolled a lot of 6s
A lot
and
of
5s.
sixes.
Yeah. So hence why I'm everywhere, basically. So I'm probably going to get 3 for engage this turn. If stuff survives, which would be nice. But if not, it'll definitely be a 2 for engage. So yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, let's do this.
Let's do this. Go into Drukhari psychic phase. So that's done. Right, now Drukhari shooting phase. We are going to do the liquefier racks into these Hormagaunts. So 2d6 hits. I get a nice 5. 3s, so 2 dead.
2D.
AP2. Oh, and I retrieved Octarius data with my warriors over here, so I've got 2 quarters for my retrieve Octarius data. These bitches are going to fire everything at this.
Yep.
So one's going to lob a grenade, because why not?
Because you can.
Because you can. 2 shots. 2 hits, strength 4, so 5s, no wounds. 3 are going to fire their splinter pistols, 1 hits. 1 does not wound. And the 5-point blast pistol. 3s, -4 AP.
Five more bimbo.
Nope, D6 damage. That's a big 3.
Down 7.
Yeah, we're going to fire the first 2 heat lances, 2 Talos into it. So 4 heat lance shots, hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s because I'm in a Realspace raid.
Yep.
So 3 hits, 3s. Oh, only the 1.
Only the 1.
At -4.
Nope.
Nope. D6 plus 2 damage. So 6 damage.
Down to 1.
Down to 1. We'll fire the next lot of Talos at it.
Yep.
So 4 shots. Only 1 hit so far, but I reroll 1s. So just the 1 hit. 3s, no wounds. And then the last Talos unit.
Nice. 2 hit.
2 hits, 3s, 2 wounds.
2 5-ups.
Nope,
Right.
he is obliterated.
We'll come back in just a second. Okay. So I'm going to spend
Why
2
do you
CP.
don't, hang on, you don't pile in, mate.
Explode.
Does he explode?
Come on, Dimey, explode. Damn it. Oh, well, Dimey, you did your job. I'm happy with what you did. It's fine.
It's fine.
You put the field guard into him. It's all good.
He did. Can I just see if my splinter pissile would have killed him on 1 wound?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. 2s, 4s, 3s. Ooh. Oh. I think that's actually it for my shooting.
Cool.
Believe it or not. It now comes to the big charge. Charges everywhere. Paddy does have enough CP to interrupt, so the charges are actually quite key. So first things first,
Yes.
I'm going to charge my Raider into your Hormagaunts,
Cool, man.
because Raiders are good in combat,
I'm not going to overwatch.
because you haven't got any guns. No. I get a 5.
Get 5. I think that should be
I
fine.
think that should be fine. So we are going to go and Tokyo Drift you.
Tokyo Drift.
Tokyo Drift. After the charge move.
After the charge move.
After the
You know
charge
why you did
move-
that, don't you?
Huh?
You did it for family.
After the charge move, I'm going to spend the beer cap. And I'm going to use my shock prow stratagem.
Oh, damn.
Oh damn.
What does that do?
Right, so all enemy models that are within engagement range,
Cool.
I roll a dice.
Yep.
And if I equal or beat your toughness, you take a mortal wound.
Nice. Just the one.
Just the 1.
Cool.
So, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 gaunts.
Ride or die.
1, 2, 3,
I'm crying on the
So,
inside.
so, hang on. So 4 ups, mortal wounds.
3 ups.
3 ups. It's like a straight launch.
Oh, you got a match here there.
Equal or higher.
Ugh.
So 15 dice
Why do I know about this?
on 3s.
Because you don't read the codex.
So I
Fuck
drop
off.
I drop
13 dead.
13 dead from a Tokyo Drift shock prow.
How many points of radiance again?
That's 100 points.
Put my babies. Cool. So we'll come back after I've thrown gaunts into the bucket.
Okay.
So, end of that,
Yeah.
by Raider Tokyo drifted into Hormagaunts and showed you how good shock prowers are,
So
people.
the reason why I left gaunts here is just to block charges off
Yeah.
with Talos into Old One Eye. That's essentially what I do.
Yeah,
So,
which is the smart play.
yes.
Yes. We are going to go charging Incubi into the
Gaunts.
gaunts. They get a 6, which should be enough to
They
get
should be.
like 1 in.
Yep.
I think it's probably best if we just. Do you film all the charge rolls? There's going to be a lot.
Are you going to make recharges, do you think? Or is it something you may not?
There's some may not. We'll just
Yeah,
come,
some
we'll just
may
come
not.
back after it's.
Yeah.
Okay, so second first make charge here, which is make charge on our 1 eye, which is charge gaunts here. Talos charges here. And now Incubi is charging Hive Guard.
I will be overwatching. So 6s with rerolls of 1.
Oh, 1. But you get an extra shot.
Shot.
Oh.
So just the 1 then. 2s.
2s.
Minus 2.
So 5 up. And that's how you got on a Realspace Raider.
Great! Wonderful!
I'll probably fail my charge now. No.
No.
We got an 8.
Go on, Ian.
Nope, didn't fail.
So they'll get in, so come up with 5 feet.
Okay, so I am going to activate my. I don't know what to activate first. Actually, if I'm honest. How many wounds has Swarmy got? 12 wounds. So you're going to get good rolls with him. I'll probably activate the witches first. Here.
Which is on all one eye.
Which is on our 1 eye, so they're going to pile in. They're going to stay in consolidation in coherency, but do a little rappy trappy so he can't move out. Unless he kills some.
I was going to say, bless you. You think you're going to survive? You probably will.
Hey!
Probably will.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you can pass forward with rolls and I can't.
It's
great!
It's fine. That's all fine. It's all fine.
4, 3.
I'm going to insert a little gif there of that guy saying house of fire around him.
Oh, yeah.
It's fine.
It's fine. That's really fine.
Right, so 21 attacks.
Nice.
5 times 4, 20. Plus
That's
1 for the Hecatrix.
That's all maths.
That's more mats. Hitting on 3s. No rerolls. There you go. Strength 4 because of Cursed Blade. 5 to win. Ooh, I get a few 6s. That'll do.
What do the 6s mean?
Just means AP 2. So you get 4 saves at AP 2 and 2 saves at AP 1.
Cool. So the AP 2s, whoosh, takes 2. Unless they're like 10 damage or something.
Yeah. Which is,
We don't know. It's each character.
Drukhari and
And then the normal saves.
normal AP 1. So 3 wounds. I'll take that.
Is he going to interrupt?
Yeah. Only because I don't like sacrifices.
I say, Sacrifice can run away.
Yeah, no, she can run
Sure.
away. Plus, as well, reasons. I'll spam my 2 and then swing with Swarmlord.
Oh no!
Yeah.
On the
So-
suicide succubus.
Double check the stats.
I really hope you kill this fucker. After what she did to me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so Swarmlord's going to attack. He's going to do a tail attack first. So hit 2. He hits. Strength 8.
2s.
Wounds.
Yep.
No minus and D3 damage.
D2 damage. Yeah, that goes through.
Boosh.
Wow.
Damage.
Is unfold.
And insults. Full hit. 2s.
Oh, no! What
One.
is that?
1 wound charge!
Oh, it goes through.
Oh, that's right then. 3 damage.
Okay, she's on 1.
Right.
What was that
I don't even
roll?
Why?
have enough CP to hit you with an implant attack.
He's got to. He's got to.
Okay,
Go
on,
The hive mind's been broken.
It's not been broken.
Shattered, sorry.
we'll take the incubi on your
No cracks in the hive mind.
on your hive card.
It's just my. They've reached the sell-by date.
Paddy's decided not to turn up with his dice, basically.
1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
6, 2, 9, 112, and then 4 for the Playlix.
Right.
So Incubi on Hive Guard.
Incubi on the hive guard,
Mm.
hitting on 2s because they're incubi.
Great.
Strength 5, toughness
Toughness
5, 4s. So that is 3 saves at -4
So no saves.
and flat 3 damage,
3 dead.
and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 saves at -3.
Okay, they go through.
2 damage apiece.
1 dead. 2 dead. This is good.
8-point incubi, people.
Yeah.
80 points.
Like, nearly 200 points worth of Hoko.
Incubi is so ridiculous.
Trade ups! Cool.
Okay, well,
So,
I've got it then.
yeah, Hoko are dead.
We'll just take them out in a minute.
We'll take them out in a minute, yep.
We'll just pile in here.
Fire in with some gold.
Happy face, Paddy. Happy face.
I am smiling in previous battle reports.
You can see my happy face in previously battle reports. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
See, now this is normally the point of the game when now I try and kill his characters in the most rubbish ways.
You almost killed my thingy dog.
Well, I almost killed her. I didn't roll fucking 5 ones to wound.
Yeah, that was painful. Even I thought that was painful.
Yeah. Thanks, dice. You bunch of bastards.
These are the witches attacking the gaunts. They're wounding on 3s because they're strength 4.
Oh, man.
It doesn't really matter about AP because they're all AP 1 or more. So
Cool.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10 dead.
That's squad dead.
Trade ups. Well, that probably isn't a trade up actually, is it? 10 gaunts. It's got to be like 40 points.
50 points.
Ah, equal. Trade. Trade
Yeah.
in.
It's totally equal, George. Gaunts versus witches. Totally equal.
Go to your happy face.
I'm trying.
This one's going to pile in 3.
Uh-huh.
It's going to do its D3 attacks on you.
Cool.
D3 attacks. It gets 1. It hits on 4s. It misses.
The luck is starting to swing in my paper.
Touch you, and then the incubi are going to pile in and around
Yeah.
and get all on the objective
Murder some gaunts.
and murder some gaunts. So we get 4 for the Clavex, 3 for an incubi, 3 for an incubi, 3 for an incubi, 3 for an incubi. How many gaunts have you got left?
Some.
Some.
We'll know when they die.
I mean, I've still got the Talos to attack, so they're probably going to die. So we'll just do it. We won't bother with rerolls or anything.
13.
Oh, they could have probably no. So hitting on 2s because they're incubi, and killing you on 3s. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gaunts.
7.
1 misses.
Cool.
1 mortal.
That's from Talos.
The Talos gauntlets.
Ah.
Hitting on 4s. Winning on 2s. That's another 4 dead.
Uh-huh.
Minus 3 flat 3.
You
Even you can to me.
almost forgot about her.
Okay. Succubus attacks back.
7 attacks, hitting on 2s. Strength 5.
Toughness 7.
6s, 5s even, sorry, what am I about? 2,
Yeah.
yeah, 2 at minus, oh, it's on your own roll.
3 up in loss.
Swing and a miss.
You make some saves.
I did. I actually made some saves.
You
so
made
dead.
some saves when you had some saves. All the other attacks you didn't have any saves.
I know, right?
All like stupid AP values. Or mortal
so,
wounds.
old one eye against witches.
Or 1 against witches.
You're not minus anything, are you?
Nope.
Sweet. So, 2s, 5s getting more, we're on them. So, Simon Towns obviously, get an extra attack. 5 hit. 2s. So that's 5 in balls. Please.
Well, kill the squad. Kills 2, save 3, and I did 2 6s, so you take 2 mortal wounds back at yourself.
Oh, wow, excellent.
Hey?
Curse Blade. So it's the obsession for the witches. So if I take any saves against melee attacks on 6s, they cause a mortal wound back at the attacker. They say just nipple them.
I take back what I said, did I?
What's that? Feeling bad?
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Ouch.
Thanks.
He's got an archon smile on him as well.
2 witches dead.
He's always got that fucking smile.
And believe it or not, that is the end of my turn.
Cool, man.
They're falling back, Succubus.
No.
Huh?
No, she can stay there. I haven't paid for that upgrade on her anyway, so she's not a master succubus. She's just staying there. You get your Hormagaunt stats on my immoveable.
I'm just saying, I'm hoping one gaunt.
One Hormagaunt.
One Hormagaunt. 2 attacks on the incubi. Boosh. You're on the 1. Boosh.
Oh. Let's go 4.
Yeah. Gaunts are way overcosted.
At least you're not a bloodletter with 1 attack.
But there is that.
Safe.
Oh, I didn't even kill an incubi. Right, so I'm. That's 18. I think that's going to be in range. 18. So go on. I need a 1. Do you survive? Nope.
Got Andre. So
that's
End
3
of-
units you killed mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ouch.
I need to.
So apart from killing half a table, what points do you score in any of your turn?
Well, I need to consolidate these guys. I don't think I'm. No, I could tag this guy, but he'll just go.
Well, yeah. If you do that, I'll just do my attacks and probably kill him.
Yeah, and your Titanics, you can just move and fall back and shoot and everything like that. So they're probably just going to tuck themselves into the area terrain and wait for turn 3. Like so. Okay, so end of Drukhari turn 2, believe it or not.
That's what table looks like.
I still got reserves.
Still got reserves.
It's fine.
We've still got a Flyer and a Lictor and some
And lots of
Devil
gaunts.
Gaunts and some Rippers.
That's all he's got left.
Shut up!
That Incubi trade up. Oh man, Incubi is so good. It's so good.
Dark Elder trade up, mate.
Dark Elder trade up, MSU trade up. So good. It's why they're good. End of my turn, I killed a lot. A lot. It's really painful.
3 units?
Yeah, 3 units, but big units like the Hive Guard, Dynacharon, and the big, and both Gaunt squads. Yeah, so killed Dynacharon, 2 Gaunt squads, and the Hive Guard. So it's going to be quite hard for Paddy to get grinding down this turn,
Yes.
unless he really picks his targets well.
Yes.
He's lost a lot of his assets that can really do damage,
Yes.
which is a big swing. So I got priority target for 3. I got my second Retrieval Tyrants data in this quarter, and I'm in every table quarter, so I've got 3 for engage on all fronts.
6 on priority, 2 rods, and 5 on engage.
Yeah.
Cool.
Going into Paddy trying to turn 2.
I mean, primary.
5.
Yeah, 5 for primary because you got that
Yeah.
one.
Okay, next. Next.
And Tyranid movement.
I'm gonna take a little break so Paddy can go cry in a corner.
I did not cry.
No,
my
it's tears of happiness.
Tote. I moved my Nero throat back here, just so he's out of all that bollocks. Old one, I did try and run away. He did heal a wound up, but then the witches went, no.
Yes, because witches can stop monsters from running away.
Which is shit. I decided not to fall back against his succubus because my thing I like doing against George, when I know I'm not going to win, I kill his characters in the most shit way possible. So knowing that George's thing only works when it dies in combat, I'm going to smite him.
Boo!
Which annoys George, which is great. Then reserves, because I didn't really have much movement, so I didn't have a lot of stuff on the board. So I actually remembered engaging all fronts this time. So I brought in a squad of Devil Gaunts over here, just to blast shit off there. Hive Tyrant over here, so hoping to get a charge off over there, and within 18 inches of the incubi, hopefully. Lictor dropped in over here, aiming up a charge for there to then get the 5 points, I think it is.
Yeah, if you kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm hoping.
Go for gold.
Big move.
Go
He's going for big.
I am. So, second phase. Swarmlord. You little fuckbag.
Don't fail this.
Let's just go and have a yuck. So yeah.
Okay, so first things first, spite. So it goes off on a 6.
I'll try and deny with my Helm of Spite.
Done.
Oh no. Just to hit on a 9!
That's a 9
You need
people.
to take her Perils of the Warp.
1. See, this is another thing I find annoying about Tyranids. They suffer Perils of the Warp. They don't even draw the fucking power from Perils of the Warp.
Perils of the Mind?
No, it doesn't exist. Right.
Resonance feedback.
Fuck you, he's going to roll a 1 when he dies. Right.
Remember how happy you was a minute ago?
Yeah, I thought I'd outsmarted him, but my dice went, nah, fuck you. Right, so he'll then do a Catalyst. Cast Catalyst.
Yep. Yeah, at least you can deny the mortals on that. Can you cast it on someone else?
No, I do it myself.
Okay. I thought it worked on you and someone else.
Nope, that was the old one.
Oh, I don't know. Okay. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was when it was really good.
Yeah.
Then here,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to do a smite on some bitches. Yes. Smite on some bitches. Reroll the 1. Yeah!
Super smack.
It's not.
No?
I get +1.
Ah.
He's got the resonance button. So dealing 1 mortal wound.
Pew!
Right, then we are going to go in for El Smite.
Yeah.
+1 to this, so it's cast.
Yep.
No, it isn't. It's fail.
That's your third smite.
It's my 3rd smite.
Yep.
Then we're going to do Psychic Scream,
Okay.
which essentially is a smite. Look at that. That would have been great if it was a super smite. Doing 3 more wounds.
I'll take my 3 Fiona Pains. I take 2.
Yes.
Interesting.
Mm.
If I take the one off the front, which stops me from holding the objective,
Either
I'll
way,
still
okay.
be holding 3 to try and deny the really long charge. That's what I'm going to do.
Give him the objective away.
Give him the objective. If he makes the charge.
It's fine. Right. Now into the shoot phase. So let's first of all go in with Trusty Barbie.
Trust the Barb.
Shooting at the ink line because fuck that.
What AP is it?
AP -2.
I am going to spend a CP
Cool, man.
and do Hunt from the Shadows.
What does that do?
It improves my cover save by an additional 1, so they are now on a 1-up cover save.
3's to hit. 3 on the 1s because I didn't move. 2 miss. 2s. 10 saves -2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this is -2 from a 1, so it goes back to a 3.
Yes.
3s. Oh, that wasn't very good. 1, 2. 2 dead.
Wow! Wow! Cool, man. Right.
I'll
Wunderbar.
remove them in a minute.
No, do it now. High Tyrant shooting at the ink vial on the objective.
Oh, yeah.
I killed how many points there, George?
32.
Excellent. High Tyrant shooting at them ones. 3's it.
I might have to find a little salt emoji.
The salt emoji.
There's a lot of
Stuff
stuff.
is 3, yeah?
Yeah, 2, 3, yeah.
8 saves, no
8
minus.
saves. No minus. So 3s. I take 2.
Oh.
So 2 die. Uno dos. Uno dos.
We won't bother rolling this bit on camera because it's 60 shot.
Or you do guns, yeah?
Then what
I
you
will
want
be
to shoot?
shooting at the witches.
Oh, then I'll just put that. That's, yeah. Like,
There you go.
we'll just not bother with that one. That's-
Are you feeling a bit guilty as well?
No, I just think 60 shots are going to kill
60
5
shots
witches.
probably won't kill 5 witches.
You never know. Not what you're rolling today.
That's very true. I could have rolled 61s to hit.
I think it's been nicer.
Right. So that's the end of my shooting. Charges?
Charge.
Don't sound too sure.
Well, I'm not. So I might as well go for the long ass charge,
Yeah.
needing a 11.
You got any CP to reroll?
I have, but I'm not going to.
No. See if you make it.
We will then do liquid charging into the Warriors.
Yep.
Yep. So I get to reroll this anyway.
Yep.
Better see. Better get in there. Yeah, you
Yeah, he gets in there. That's a big move.
It's going to put him there. He's on.
Yeah.
Don't want him to fall.
Do I? My models are pretty.
Right.
You saying Nid's not?
No, Nids are beautiful. Like, I love Nids. They are still my favourite army, but don't tell my Real Boys Raiders podcast friends because they'll boot me out.
You heard it here first, folks.
I love Nids.
You've already fucking abandoned your space rules, so.
I haven't abandoned them. They're in a box.
So,
They're covered.
I am going to charge the Incubi, so I don't fancy getting charged by Incubi.
Okay, I have no guns.
Sweet. Yeah, you're in. Okay. And you've only got 1 CP?
I've got 1 CP, yes, I can't interrupt. I'm going to try and Tormentor Helm your big dude.
Okay.
Oh, I got 12, obviously I did, because it's that kind of game, Paddy.
Yay!
So he's fight last.
Awesome! Oh, man. Sweet.
That's cool, isn't it? That 80-point Incubi squad going through an entire Hive Guard brood and taking the shots from a massive Titanic Forge Rod thing and then making it fight last.
So this round, he's denied your psychic. He's then made you fight last. So, where can people buy these weighted Realspace Raiders dice, Judge?
I can't, I made them myself.
Cooked him himself!
Well, I got them from... Oh, I can't remember any of it. I can't remember any. It's some website. I had it made like a year ago.
Cool. So just the lictor then. Do
Just
you want to come
lictor.
back after everything?
Yep.
It's not going to be very eventful.
6 and then plus 1 for the whip. So hitting on 2s.
Extra kill 4 warriors. That's Cupus on Swarmlord.
1 at AP3.
And he fails.
Yeah.
2 damage.
2 damage, 2 5-ups. Nope. Taking 3. Okay, my first one charger. Old one eye, 7 turn attacks. So I get 2 extra attacks. Twos. That is 6 saves, if you please.
6 saves on my witches. How many have I got left?
3.
3. So I do it 3 at a time because I can't make more saves than I've got models. So 2 are dead, so I just got to do the rest 1 at a time. Oh, God's sake, stop rolling 6s, George. Please stop rolling 6s. Right. You take 2
2
mortal
more
wounds.
wounds! Yay!
They are all dead.
Um,
And then it's my Incubi.
yeah.
How many have I got left? I lost 2, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yep, so 4 attacks for the Claybets, and then 3 for each Incubi.
Indeed. I'm not going to bother consolidating the old one eye because then you'll just probably end up killing fucking old one eye with the amount of attacks that you'll get.
2s, 5s, probably.
That's 8.
Top is 8, yeah, so 5s. Just the 1, AP3.
5 up.
Yeah, yeah.
Then my second non-charger.
Swarmy.
And you do it.
Come on, did that deny the witch mean I can explode my witch? Finally explode!
I'm going to kill him in the most shit way possible. Do it with the tail. I'm not even going to use the swords. So hits,
Hits.
wounds.
No, dies.
So it dies. So it died in the most shit way possible. To just get hit by the tail. Yes! Woo! Fuck you, man! Fuck you!
Fuck! 3 games in a row!
Fuck you, man! Yeah! That's how you get defeat over George, because he doesn't like stuff like that happening. I do!
So annoying!
I do like it!
I'm cursed.
It's fun!
Well,
My cursed blade succubus is cursed.
Yeah.
well, that's the trailer for the video.
Yeah.
Sorry?
What the big old fuck you, man! Fuck you! Right.
Okay, well that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cerberite, because
Cyberite hits you twice.
-1.
-1?
All the time, even in combat.
Okay. Doesn't hit you at all.
Cool, man! In the chat.
Bobby.
This dude! Do it, Bobby. It's redeemed.
At least he's got some life in him now.
I can't believe I rolled a 1 again. Oh my god.
If anyone didn't understand that, do you want to just explain what?
It's what I explained with the relic at the start of the match. So she has the Traitor's Embrace, which is if I die to a melee attack on a 2+, I cause D3+3 mortals.
But you didn't know.
I rolled a 1
I know, right?
for the 3rd game in a row. Oh man, I wish
Did she
you
come
could.
out your list?
Huh?
She come out your list. Have I ruined it
I
for
think you
you?
might ruin it.
Yes!
I think you might ruin the relic. Like, I just not bother with that relic anymore. Take the triptych whip or something. Like, just.
Oh, that's my big game. I quite happily lose now.
Yeah. Where you going?
I ain't fucking conceding nothing. Right, against your Inky Boy.
Yep.
All hit.
Yep.
3.
3.
-3.
-3, so 6s. I die. I'll take it they're like billion damage.
3 plus D3
Yeah,
damage.
so those big fight it.
Cool, man.
So you actually killed quite a few squads in that. I think you killed the witches.
Yeah.
You killed the witches.
Yeah.
You killed the succubus.
Yeah.
You killed the incubi.
So at minute it's 4 for
4, unless
You fail
if
morale.
I fail morale there, then it's
Yeah.
5 and you get grind.
Oh,
And 5 for priority.
oh,
This is a big morale roll here, and I've got no CP.
oh.
What do you get?
Leadership 8. I've lost 4. So
Roll,
I need to roll under a 4.
under
5 or 6,
Well,
you're
yeah.
dead.
5 or 6. Dead.
5 or 6, I'm dead.
Wait,
I want to see those Realspace Raiders, come on.
4.
Oh,
You fuckhead!
Oh. That went pretty well.
That was fucking funny.
That was a pretty, yeah.
any leadership on Rax?
Lost 2.
No, I think it was 2. The leadership 8, so you can roll a 6.
They're fine as well.
Yeah.
Without you.
Okay.
Points.
Points.
I get engaged on front. So
Yes.
I get grind down.
3.
I get 3 for
Private target.
private target.
Yep.
Okay,
Going into Drukhari turn 3.
Yes.
primary.
You're holding more than me.
I'm holding 1. I'm not holding that one. I'm holding that one. I'm holding that one.
Yeah, so more
So
than
3.
15 again.
15 again.
15 again.
Yes.
Drukhari next.
Moving. I just moved around a bit. The Talos moved from here, advanced up. Archon followed a little bit to give them some rerolls. Mandrakes came down 18 inches away from this to try and put some shots on the Lictor to try and salvage that objective. And then with the aim to move up and do my last Octarius. Witches moved over there and retrieved Octarius in that table quarter because they don't really need to do anything else. Scoring the engage as well. Raider stayed where it is basically. It's already on that objective. Homunculus moved up, Talos moved up, Talos moved up. These can still shoot. Rax moved around to put some liquefy shots on old One Eye. Incubi advanced up, only got a 2. It should hopefully be enough. And this warrior fell back. That's about it. So we're going to shooting. First things first, we'll do the Rax into old One Eye. So just 2 flamer shots. So 7, 2, 4, 6, 7. Strength 4, toughness 6, so 5s. Just the one at -2.
Just the one. Yeah.
Yeah. Splinter cannons from the Venom into the Lictor. -1,
-1.
so 4s. All hit.
Excellent.
And then 3s. It's 5 saves at -1.
So 4 armor. Yeah. +2 to the essentially.
Yep.
It takes 2.
Yeah, so it's 4 damage.
I think it's a dead lector, so they've only got 4 wounds each.
Dun dun dun.
There's what these big is, 34. Dead lector.
I'd like that. Heat lances from here into Old One Eye.
Yep.
So 4s, 3 hit,
Yep.
3s, 3 wounds, -4,
Yeah, no saves.
no saves. So that's like
Coming up, all one
3d6 plus 6 damage.
Does all one explode? No.
No? Next, we're going to do a Dark Glance into the Tyrant.
Yep.
Hits. No, it doesn't. I'm on 4 wounds. It doesn't. The 4 shots from the Heat Lances. 2 hits.
Yep.
3s, 1 wound, -4.
For what?
Nope. D6 plus 2. That's 6 damage.
6 damage, down to 6.
And I think that's it for shooting. Pistol.
Oh, yeah.
2s, 3s, 1 save, no AP.
Oh, I'm going to save. Roosh.
Oh, almost. I'm not within range of anything with the mandrakes now. So they'll just stay there.
Oh, man.
They're my backup plan.
There you back up,
They're my
man.
backup plan in case my venom didn't do what it did. That's it for shooting, so charges. We're going to charge these into these. They're going to make it because they're right in front of them.
Yes.
We're going to charge the incubi into the Flyrant.
Yep.
They get a 6, and I think that's enough.
Be a fail.
I might have to spend my last CP.
I'm hoping that's a fail.
So, looking at 7-inch engagement. No, it gets them in there, mate, sorry.
Oh, well, wonderful. Oh, wonderful. Excellent.
Excellent. I needed that. We are going to do a charge from the Talos into this guy.
Yep. You have to charge.
It's a hefty charge, but we might as well try. That is not going to do it.
Why couldn't that be with you?
I know, right? I can't declare a charge with that, and I can't declare a charge with that, so I think that's it.
Cool.
So we are going to do the incubi first.
Yes.
Well, see if we make you fight last.
Yeah.
Nope. We're going to spend my CP that I gained for the turn, and I'm going to do Prey on the Weak because you've taken some wounds, so I get to re-roll 1s to hit.
Wonderful.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Re-rolling 1s.
Yep.
All hit.
Oh, look at that.
Strength 5, toughness 6, 7. So 5.
6.
Only 3. -3.
4 up in bowls.
Make 2. Take 2 damage then, please.
That's cool.
Yeah, you said he was going to die.
Well, he probably will.
Here.
Yep.
So the 2 Ichor injectors. 1 doesn't hit, but I get to reroll because of the archon. And that is 5 mortal wounds. And then the normal Talos gauntlets hitting on 3s now because it's turn 3. So they hit. I reroll 1s because of the archon. Nope. And 2s to kill. 4 more dead. 3. They're just going to pile in and knock you off there.
Sweet.
That's it.
My attack's back.
Your attack's back.
Cool. Go on to pile in. 4s. 6s. Nada. High Tyrant. Can you survive few brackets?
Oh, I've got no more attacks. I can't kid. Can he take the incubi with him?
Well, how Paddy's rolling, he'll break it on himself.
Yeah, probably. So, Pit's Tail. Pits. Wounds. No minus.
No minus, so 3s. Saved.
Saved. 4 more attacks. Hit with 3s.
It's a criminal then to get 4 attacks.
Here it is. Moving on. 2s. Oh, that was -6.
Okay.
And those were -3.
Okay, so the one that's -6 on my 6 up invul.
Yep.
Nope.
Nope.
And
Takes flat 3.
yeah, it's dead. And
And
2
2.
at -3.
Yeah.
So it's sort of 6 up invul again. I take so 1 survives.
Excellent.
And I'm going to make it the Kleenex because he's got better leadership.
Cool. Okay. That wasn't too bad. I was expecting a lot worse. So you only killed 1.
I killed old One Eye. Yeah.
And the Lictor.
2 then.
And the Lictor, yeah. So I've got 2 for grinding down.
Yeah.
The Incubi lost 2 that turn, so I can't fail.
Can't fail.
Right, leadership 8.
I can't fail there, so I'm
With an 18 and Swarmlord. Cool. I was hoping I'd killed like just a little bit enough.
No.
That's Swarmy. Should have died to an explosion.
So on the score on the board,
So at the end of the turn, I get a primary target because I managed to kill the lictor.
Yeah, so up to 9.
Up to 9 on that.
5 for that.
Huh?
Holding my objective.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
What if I'm holding back? Or is it if you're holding?
If you're holding both, you get 5 points.
Oh wow. Okay, I've never done that before.
I think it's end game. You get 8. I can't remember.
I don't know. We'll have to look at priority target. This never happens. Control both. 3 if you control 1.
Okay, so up to 11 points.
Yeah, so I get 5 points for priority target because I control both objectives.
Yeah.
I got another 4 points on my retrieve Octaris data for the witches over there.
Yes.
And I got another 3 points for engage because I'm everywhere.
So up to 8 on engage.
So up to 8 on engage.
Into
So-
Nids.
My go. I get nothing for holding because I don't hold anything.
Nope.
Because he's stuff up.
I'm everywhere.
You're everywhere, man. You're everywhere.
Nids next.
Okay, so end of my move. Stormy's come out of his hole. He's going to, in a minute, do smite here and catalyst on himself. He's going to, if Stormy doesn't kill these off with the smite, if I don't get a super smite, then he'll smite these. If not, he'll symbiote storm this one. Gaunt's over here is move round. Line up a charge for a rubbish kill against the Archon. Rippers that come down here, iron up a charge against the lone Cyberite. High Tyrant stayed here because
Can't fall back in psychic.
I can't fall back in Psychic, so Martin told me, you know, you could do this. I'm like, cool. So I'm going to do the thing. Ripper's dropped in, so he can't claim line of sight on them for shooting them, so hopefully they'll be able to get my engage for the rest of the game. That is pretty much the end of my movement. So into the Psychic, we'll do Swarmlord first. So Swarmlord in with a smite against the witches. That's a super smite!
He called it.
I need 4 up.
Need 4 more.
Yeah,
5.
5 of them. That's them good. I do. Then catalyst on himself. Cast on a 7.
1 unit for grind as well.
Yeah, are you going to attempt to deny that on a 7? Then Symbiote Storm on the Barb Tyranids. Goes off. But I'm not going to bother re-rolling that because then on my luck I get another 6.
Yeah.
So that's.
What's Symbiote Storm? Is that the exploding
Symbiote
6?
Storm is the exploding 6.
Yeah.
Then smite here onto the Rending Incubi. I get +1 to that. I'll pick it up there. Yeah, I'm not going to use it. So I'm going to Psychic Scream him. Well, fucking wonderful! Because that's shit. I was hoping to use my CP for there, but
So how you got the guns?
you can shoot
In combat.
Yeah, you can shoot in combat.
That's very true.
And then still charge after.
Yeah.
If you trust him.
But then, no, my luck, he will save all his saves and then was stuck in combat.
But what's better? Kill one incubi or kill his treacherous Archon?
I ain't fussed about that, that's a charge.
Yeah, you can
I'm
fall
not,
back in
fussed,
charge.
I'm not fussed about that. I can fall back and charge with A and I need, what, 4 to get into combat?
But you want your CP to do the mortal wounds, no?
No, I wanted, just in case I fail that charge.
Yeah, he needs to charge the Rippers in here to do priority target.
Yeah.
Which will be a 5-point swing for him.
So... No, that fucking sucks. I'm just gonna try my luck and hope I kill him with the shooting.
Yep.
I think that's pretty much gonna be my only hope there. I guarantee I'll fail that. Hope to get it.
Odds are you only got like 20-something% chance of 9-inch charge.
I bet you'd re-roll it, do it, he'd deny it, and then you fail charge.
Yeah.
You're not
right.
got our best of luck at
So that's the end of my Psychic. Into the shooting. Let's just start off with that one, just to see whether or not I should have just fucking spent the CP. So 12 shots. It's
heavy
not
weapon?
minus because it's not heavy weapon.
No.
So hitting on falls. Move on 2s. So that's 2, 4, 6, 7 saves.
7 saves are 3 up. Nope, he is dead.
So that's him dead. Thank you, Martin. Okay. Then we are going to target the Raider with this guy
Okay.
because Tyranids are already dead. So I've got 2 6s. I don't get to re-roll the 1s because I moved. There's another 2 hits. So it's 10 hit altogether. 2 and 3s. So that is 7 saves, please, my friend. Minus 2.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 5 up because of flicker field. Wow, that's a lot of 5 ups.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
3 go through.
That's fine. 2 damage each.
2 damage each. 6
Does it
damage.
explode?
Does it explode? Yes.
Yeah!
Oh,
Oh, I didn't want it to explode then.
It's D3 for the Raiders, isn't it?
It is D3. I'm just going to see if it's 6 or 3 inches. I'm pretty sure it's 6.
D3 3 inches, D6 6 inches.
6 inches.
Hey.
D3.
Nice.
I think that's everything that's around there.
Cool.
But not your stuff.
No.
So, on the racks, big 3,
Big 3.
Oh,
5 ups, 2 die, 1, 2. The homunculus, 2, Inferno Pains, it takes 1, goes down to 4. Oh. The Talos, take 3. Wow, I'm good at rolling mortal wounds for myself. But I'm also pretty good at saving things, so that's pretty good. Just 5, and then the other Talos unit, take 2. Inferno Pains, take 1. 6. And then this goes.
Okay.
So you're 2 for grinds if you kill 1 more unit.
Please. So can't shoot them because they fell back.
Yep.
So now, end of the shooting phase, I will move Swarmlord again.
Please go for your characters.
I am.
So that's fine.
It's grinding down.
Yeah.
Right, so charges. So let's go in first with High Tyrant over here, needing probably a 6. Just within 6, so I need a 5.
5-inch charge.
That's
He's
10.
He gets in.
There. Into the Talos.
Yep.
4. Within 5. Swarmy into your Homoculi.
Yep.
And Rippers into the lone side right. Come on, 9-inch. I'll spend my last CP. Come on, you bastards! Yeah!
Oh, big. This is a big turn.
Into staging and come back.
They're suddenly hungry all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I never this hungry. Then Gaunts into the Archon.
Oosh. 6 on there.
6 and 1.
He's in.
Cool. Let's do Rippers first. Because they're the ones that deserve the
9
swing.
attacks.
So that's the other thing as well. I held 5s for fucking Rippers. 1.
1.
No minus.
4 up. There you go.
Else.
Yeah, dead.
Let's go with the High Tyrant. So, tail attack. Nope. And then Monstrous Rending Claws will hit. Reroll the failed wound rolls.
Toughness 4 if that helps.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 3. One's minus 6. The other minus 3.
It's all involved. So it's 3 6-ups. I make 2 because that's just what I do.
Excellent.
Damage.
Oh, actually, one of them is flat 3 damage. The other's D3.
Okay. 1.
So
So
we're doing-
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. You saved the 6 up. 4,
Yeah.
5, 6. You didn't. So 4, 5, 6. You didn't.
Yeah, okay. So 1 is flat 3.
Flat 3.
Goes down to 2 because I'm minus 1 damage.
So
dead.
one dead, and then the other one takes 1 wound.
I only
Yeah, failed one.
only failed 1.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, well, double 6. 2 6s and a 5.
Oh, that's fucking annoying then. Let's do Big Stompy into Talos. Will hit.
10.
3s.
Great. 1 at -3.
So 6 up. Nope. Damage.
4 damage.
4 damage. Down to 3 because it's -1 damage. I take 2.
Yeah. 3 goes down to 4. So Swarmlord, tail attack. Hits. Wounds. No minus.
6 up. Saved.
Saved. There's 6 attacks. 2 to wound. Strength 8. So you take a mortal wound as well as 4 saves at -3.
4 saves at -3 and a mortal wound.
Yes.
So 4 saves at -3, so 6 ups. Nope, they all go through.
And then that's 12 damage, 13 damage altogether.
So it's 3 damage apiece.
3 damage apiece.
So it's 2 damage apiece because it's
So
-1 damage.
9.
8 damage plus a mortal.
Yeah.
So 9 for my pain saves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I take 4. You just killed her.
Cool.
No, 5. So yeah, big killer.
Then I'm not going to solve over them. So your archon.
My archon attacks, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 for the gin blade. Hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s. Ooh, that was bad. 3 dead.
3 dead. Cool.
Do you take a mortal wound for the one? So?
Nope.
3 dead, yeah.
3 dead, yeah. -3, flat 3. Fine.
That leaves 7. 7 to kill your archon.
Complete the shadow. I'm going to roll 1 on the first shadow field save. Watch this.
So 1, 2 hit, 2 wounds.
Here we go. Oh, there it is.
Yeah! Took his fucking shield off.
Down to 4 every game. That way you even bother having a shadow field.
And then your attack's back everywhere.
Yeah, over there.
Yep.
So the 2 wicker injectors, both hits. It's 4 mortal wounds.
4 mortal wounds. So 2, 3,
4.
14.
Hitting on 3s. And strength 8, toughness 8.
8.
So 4s. It's 2 saves at -4 and 2 saves at -3.
So they're all the same damage.
All the same damage, damage 3.
So 5 ups. So it takes
3 damage.
3 damage.
Not bad, Talos, not bad.
Cool. Rax.
Oh yeah, right. So Akathist gets 3 attacks and the normal one gets 2. Hitting on 2s, just turn 3.
Yep.
Winning on 4s, just poison. 1 AP1.
So I'll get gold.
So, does it?
Nice, so turning around.
I think that's the end of my turn.
Yep.
Because I don't think there's something around over there. No, what's the ranger? Am I touching?
I don't know what range you
18.
18. Yeah, you're touching them there.
So that's right. Just to make sure that I'm within Synaptic.
Yeah, I think you're in.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, cool, just so you are.
Okay, never out there.
No. It's a big turn, you've got both priorities, you get 5 for priority target.
So it's 5, isn't it?
Yeah.
11 for that.
So priority target up to 11.
Grind.
Grind you did get because you killed Homunculus, Siderite, which is there's 3, and I only killed 2 last time. Yeah.
So up to 6 and grind.
And then engage, you got another 3.
Yep.
So up to 6 on that as well.
Cool.
So pretty even on secondaries, but it's
Yeah.
the primary on leading on
Primary, you
at the
kick
moment.
my ass.
At the moment,
So you're holding now 1, 2.
2. I'm holding 2, so I get 10 for primary.
Drukhari turn 4 next. Okay.
So end of Drukhari movement turn
3, 4.
4.
Oh.
The rack that was surviving here has moved in advance over to here to try and survive 1 turn and then do Octaris in my final quarter. Talos just moved around here, so they're on the objective and they're going to try and help the Archon out who's lost his shield. Mandrakes tried to advance over here, rolled a 1. I used my CP to re-roll it, rolled a 1 again.
Yes.
So I think that kind of counteracts my turn 2 massive advances. Yes, that was pretty unlucky.
Well,
And roll a 6s all game.
not really, George.
No, I think we're even. I think we're even now.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. Rax over there just fell back to prevent heroic intervention and still claim that objective to stop Paddy from getting primary. Talos stay where they are. These Talos moved around, so they're on this objective, going to shoot and charge into Swarmy. That's about it. Yeah, that's about it. So, actually, saying no, there's no way we can do an 18. We need to be all the way over there. So we are just going to do some shooting. So first things first, I'm going to shoot the venom into these. So he's touching the dense terrain, so he's not suffering the -1 penalty.
Yep.
So we're just hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s, just poison tongue. So 3 saves at -1.
So no saves.
So that's one base dead and 1 or 2 wounds.
So whichever one's the closest one to
Yeah.
them.
And then the Mandrake's shooting. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
You did advance to your -1.
Yeah, so -1, so it's 4s. Because there's no point not advancing in a way, because I'm -1 anyway.
Yep.
So, and then 3s, because it's strength 3. Strength 4 even, sorry. So that's 4 saves at -1 and a mortal wound in addition.
Okay. So one.
So there's 4 wounds and a mortal.
So 1 dead, 1 left, and 1 wound.
You get saved though, yeah. You can cover it.
-1.
-1, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
So you get 6 up.
How many?
4.
6 up.
Nope. So 1 base dead and 1 on 1 wound.
1 wound.
Yep.
Back on.
Damn rippers.
Go Rippers.
Yeah, rippers.
Who was my men of the match there?
Heat lances into Swarmy.
Yep.
So looking for 4s, I get 1.
Yep.
Looking for 3s, I don't get any.
Sweet.
Heat lances into Barbie.
Yes.
Looking for 4s. Looking for 3s, 4s even. Do toughness 8. 1 at -4.
1 5 up.
Nope. D6 plus 2. The big 4 damage.
Big 4 damage. So 1. And then 7. So he's still not bracketed because of my mutation.
Okay. Pistol from the Archon. Hits. Doesn't win.
Sweet.
Then we're going to go into charges. So, Talos into Swarmy.
Yep.
I think they make it because they just need to do that.
Even if you roll a 1.
Even roll a 1. Talos into Hormagaunts.
Yep.
A bit of there. Venom into Ripper.
Oh.
8, so he gets in.
Yep.
He's going to get to there. And then we'll try and do a really long charge from the Mandrakes.
It will be a really long charge.
It will be a really long charge. I need a 10. So, see if I get a 10. Nope,
That's not a 10.
that's not a 10. So Mandrakes stay where they are. And that's it for charges.
Cool, man.
So, fight last here, because Ancient Evil. We're just going to hope that the Venom does what it needs to do. So, you got no CP, you can't interrupt anything. So, yeah, just going to do the Venom first. 3 attacks hitting on 4s, 3s because it's turn 3.
1 hit.
1 hit, strength 6, toughness 3, 2s, 1 save at -1.
He's dead.
We'll consolidate this.
Well done, Rippers.
Well done, Rippers. That was, you did, yeah, you got 5 for priority, so that's amazing. Best, like, 36 points.
Exactly, man.
Here into Swarmy.
Yep.
So 2 Ichor injectors, both hits. That's 4 mortal wounds, sorry.
5 ups. Takes 3. So he goes down 6.
3, 4, 3, 4. Hitting on 3s with the Talos Gauntlet. Wounding on 3s. It's 4 saves. -3, strength 8.
How many? 4.
4.
4 free ups.
That's 6 damage.
3 pounds. Yeah. Takes 3.
And I'm just going to touch your base so you can't pile in and contest objectives. Then the Talos over there into your
Barbie.
Barbie.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Oh, 2 Ripper Injectors, both hits. That's 6 mortal wounds.
Holy shit. Down 1.
Ripper Injectors are amazing. That was not so good. 4s. Just 1 and -3.
5 up. Okay, so he
3 damage.
dies. That's where it is, yep. So it's all models, all units within 3 take back 3. If he dies now. It didn't explode, and that's the first time Barbie has died in this list.
I killed Barbie. I harvested him from parts. He's now in little jars on my Talos, going back to Komora.
Wonderful.
Here,
Yep.
2 Ripper Injectors. Were only 1 hit, but I get reroll 1s because of the Archon. Nope. And D3 Mortals. 3 Mortals.
So it's 3 dead, so down 4.
And then the Talos Gauntlets, hitting on 3s, but rerolling 1s. 2's the murder. 2, 4, 6 more dead. So it's 9 altogether.
They're all wrong.
That's for taking my Archon Shadowfield.
Put Fear of God into George, that's what I want.
They're just going to consolidate this way. That's it.
Cool, man.
So your attack's back with Swarmy.
Yes. So he gets 4 attacks and his tail. Do it into the most wounded squad. Because you consolidate into me, I'm assuming.
No,
Oh, you haven't?
no,
Right.
sorry.
So yeah, tail hits, strength 5 now. Oh, wounds. So 1 no minus.
1 no minus. Nope, saved.
I then get 4 attacks. 4 hit. Strength 5.
5s.
1.
Five.
-3. Yeah, when he brackets.
Oh, okay.
Movement,
Leaves the strength, does it?
movement, strength, and attacks he gets. So 1 -3.
1 -3, so 6 up, saved.
Cool.
Okay,
Cool stuff.
end of my turn.
Not a lot happened.
Not a lot happened. I got engaged for 2 because I'm not in that table quarter.
So 10.
So which puts me up to 10 for engage. I didn't do my last Retrieve Octarius because I still need to do it in this quarter.
Yep.
But I did get 3 for priority because I managed to kill the Rippers on this, so I got 3 for priority for holding my own.
Up to 14.
Yep.
So we're on to Nids.
I'm holding 1.
1.
5 points. Nids turn 4 next. Nids turn 4.
So it's my turn for 4, only getting the 1 for the primary. Movement phase, stay where he is. He just shuffled round just to get out of line of sight and all the rest of the jazz here. Rippers moved, spent the point to double move them, so they're in that table quarter, so for engage. I fell back with Swarmlord. He's now gonna, so psychic phase, he can't do any psychic. He didn't do any psychic. Killed off the 2 that are on this objective. So now I'm going to use the Swarmlord ability, because I've got no shooting, because nothing's in line of sight or range. But he's going to use his ability, swoop around here, and have a charge on the rack.
He's going to stop from getting Octarius.
That's the plan. And then charge phase, charge the rack. Yeah, 8.
If I want TP, I would Overwatch just for the hell of it. Just, I don't expect him to do anything, but I just would.
Okay, so combate. So tail attack, hits, strength 5, toughness 4. 4 attacks, all hit. 2 -3.
So 5 ups because it's turn 4. Nope, both go through.
He dies.
I get for no pain.
6 then.
-1 because I'm popping.
There you go.
You're dead. You just.
Cool, so that's the end of my turn 4. I'm getting my 3 for engage. I only got 2 on the grind.
So engage up to.
So engage goes up to
8.
9.
8 plus 3. 5 plus 3 is 8. You missed a turn when you didn't get engaged,
No,
right?
because I got 6 points.
Eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I put the 1 wrong. Sorry.
You put the wrong in the wrong place.
So up to 9 on engage.
Yeah, 9 engage. I get 3 points for priority targets.
So up to 14.
And I didn't score for the grind.
So still 6 and right.
That's the end of my turn.
Nope. 2 units. No, yeah, only killed 2 units.
So
3.
Drukhari last turn, score 5 and primary to max it.
Yeah.
And then Drukhari next. Round 5.
Round 5, we're just going to talk it through because
Yes.
we've basically got nothing left.
Yeah.
So my Talos and Archon will pick up Swarmlord.
Yeah.
Because I've got Heat Lancers and Charge and finish him off basically.
Yeah.
My Talos moved in advance over here to get engaged, but failed my 10-inch charge. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I advanced over here, made an 8-inch charge into the Flyrant. Got Ichor Injectors, almost whiffed on my Talos Gauntlets, but managed to get one through.
To kill him.
And then killed him. And the combined shooting of Mandrakes and the Venom managed to pick up the Rippers as well. So all that Paddy would have going into his turn 5 is the Neurothroat.
Literally my Neurothroat.
Yeah,
Which
so end of Drukhari turn 5.
end of Drukhari turn 5.
Score 15 on priority targets.
Yep. I got engaged for another 3, so I max out engage.
You only get
13 on engage.
13 on engage, but I don't max out Retrieve Octarius because
only 8 on that.
only 8 on Retrieve Octarius.
So you finish on 91.
Yeah.
And then they're going to Nid's turn 5.
So Nid's turn 5, I literally don't do a lot. I wouldn't kill anything off my smite because I wouldn't be able to pick up a whole unit of Talos.
No.
So I would literally just score my priority targets, maxing that out, scoring 5 for primary, and then that'll be it, leaving me on a hefty 35 points.
Pieces.
Yeah.
Bloody.
So come back in with the end game chat.
End.
Hello.
That is the end of that and the end of the reign of the Tyranids.
Called it. Woohoo!
Turns out the big dog chewed up a little bit more than he could chew, but still.
It was a really good game.
Yeah.
Like Paddy made some after the pain of turn 2. Turn 2 was absolutely brutal. Like 5 incubi picking up 6 Hive Guard.
Yeah.
That's some bonkers rolling.
Bullshit right there.
Barely touched my Talos, but Paddy did the right thing in a way because
I wasn't interested in this Talos.
No, he destroyed my mobility, which is a real big thing fighting Drukhari armies because it denied me my Retrieve
for
Octarius.
instance, like with your Mandrakes, like you brought them in to get
Octarius.
like data, but then you had to drag them back to kill the Rippers.
Yeah.
Where if you had like another Venom, you could chuck them in a Venom and come off back over here, but you couldn't do that.
Yeah,
because
like two Venoms pick up 3 Rippers, like no
100%,
problem at all.
100%.
Like, but like sacrificing my Venoms over here. I used them as bait, really. I wanted to lure the Dimakaran out onto a flank that I knew I could pick him up on. Like, was it a good move? Was it wasting my Venoms? I don't know. Like, I think I got a bit unlucky with the rolling on the wounds, but
going from turn 1, I mean, like you didn't really do as much damage as what I thought you were going to do. Especially against the Dimakaran, you only did like what?
5 wounds, I think, something. Yeah.
I was hoping that you would throw Venoms at me as opposed to Talos because I knew that I'd be able to pick up between 2 and 3 Venoms off the Dimakaran.
Yeah.
Even though I only picked up 1.
Yeah. And then Old One I picked up the other one.
Old One I picked up the other one. So, like, it kind of did what I wanted. Yeah, fair enough. Wasn't really a trade on points, but when it came down to the tactics of the actual
It destroyed my mobility.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It killed off your mobility. Plus, as well, it then forced you to have to commit 6 Talos over to try and kill him off afterwards. Like, so he did his job, but he didn't make his points up. If you know what I mean. Hive Guard. Well,
that really.
I mean, like their turn 1 shooting did exactly what I wanted.
Yeah.
So they picked up a raider and they damaged the other one, or was it they picked up a Venom?
They picked up a raider and damaged. Yeah, they picked up a raider and a Venom. Yeah. They picked up a raider and a Venom.
So
no, they did. They reduced that to like 2 wounds.
That was it.
That was
so.
Yeah.
No, because that was one Dimakaran left on 2 wounds.
Oh,
it killed the one that was out on this flank.
Yeah.
So
it killed 2 vehicles.
It killed 2 vehicles. So they kind of made up. No, they didn't.
No,
they didn't make up their points. So anyway, they did what they were supposed to do turn 1. That was the end of my turn 1. I was kind of like feeling good about that. Turn 1, yeah, all right, not too bad. Turn 2,
George's turn 2.
So painful. Drukhari turn 2 is so
yeah.
painful.
So obviously picking up the Hive Guard, massive trade up from an 80-point unit to like nearly a 200.
And then on top to add salt into the wound, they tanked the shots from the Barbie with the Hunt from the Shadow strap, which is crazy.
So that was annoying. Then the saving grace on that was the fact that your succubus didn't explode.
I think I have to ditch her. Like, the dice are like telling me to like not use her, even though I love her.
It was so funny. I was so pleased with that.
3 games that she's died in melee, because the other game I've used her, she didn't die in melee, so it didn't come up. But the 3 games she did die in melee, against really juicy targets, I rolled ones. Which is just like, okay, thanks for that.
The other thing as well was the double whiff off the Flyrin. I was so fucked off.
Yeah, the Fell Smite and the Fell Psychic Scream. Yeah.
Which,
I was keeping my Deny the Witch back to try and stop you.
Yeah.
But yeah, having the double whiff is not great.
That really annoyed me. Plus as well, Swarmlord's initial like psychic powers with
didn't go off.
Really annoying. That was like turn 2 pain. Oh yeah, like you took out all my gaunts with the Tokyo Drift.
Bring your shock prowls, Drukhari players are amazing. They're so
really
good.
So yeah, like completely picking up my Hormagaunts turn 2, and then also getting silly little charges off on things like Old One Eye, tying them up and not allowing them to fall back.
Yeah, that was a big like stopping with no escape from the witches.
And then killing off even though they're a squad of 10 gaunts, it's still the fact that it was just something in my backfield that I was hoping to use later on.
Yeah.
So that was the end of your turn 2.
Mm-hmm.
My turn 2 kind of brought it back a little bit. I mean, like, I didn't do what I wanted to in your deployment with the Lictor, because you managed to pass your leadership and also just not killing enough, which was a bit annoying, because I was hoping like a Lictor should be able to pick him up. So
I think the 4-up armor now for the Carbolites really helps. It makes them a bit like that, little bit more durable. Which does come into play, but yeah, like, and then obviously you made the charge of the Rippers, which was a big 5-point swing on.
I mean, that was turn 3.
Yeah,
that was turn 3. So turn 2, it was just my Hive Tyrant that whiffed, that kind of set me back a little bit in that table quarter. Turn 3, your turn 3, not a great deal happened.
Yeah, I think in general, I don't feel like I made many mistakes. I feel like in hindsight, I should have done. There was a squad of witches that I left here. I should have done Octarius with them rather than with them. Yeah, when I could have, because they didn't really do anything. They were just there holding this objective. So I should have done Octarius in this table quarter and left my Octarius with my Cyberites until the end.
I think you got a little bit too confident in your data, in the fact that you're like, oh, I'll just get the easy one.
Well, because I still had the Mandrakes off the board, so I was thinking, I could just bring the Mandrakes on and then.
So, not being able to capitalise on your retrieve, was ideal, because it then pushed your tactic back a bit, like having to like throw that one Mandrake over, and Swarmlord, making sure he didn't. But yeah, I mean, all in all, it was a very bloody game. I actually did better than what I thought I was going to do.
Yeah, it's such a tough matchup for Tyranids. Like Drukhari pre 9th edition Codex were a really tough counter to Tyranids.
Especially Monster Mash, which is what I'm playing.
And now the 9th edition Codex is here, and like all Drukhari damage output has just gone through the roof. And the trades are just crazy. And Tyranids they haven't got the damage output.
No, we don't even have the staying power.
No.
So I mean, like, the only 2-up armor save in my whole army, I've got to go forge roll for it.
Yeah.
Off the Barb Hydrogel. That's the only 2-up armors. The other thing as well is like nothing to counter the Strike Blast. Got nothing to counter that. I've got nothing that allows me to fall back and shoot. Got nothing that allows me to do an action and then act normally. There's just a lot of things that the Tyranid Codex just needs just like to.
It's 9th edition
further.
codex versus 8th edition codex, and
And like I said, it's not even like an old like a newer 8th edition codex. It's like I think actually now it is the oldest 8th edition codex that's out. It's Tyranids. Because you could argue Chaos, but they got a second book in 8th edition. What are you crying about?
Yeah, GW love Chaos. What are you on about? Stop moaning.
Exactly. So yeah, all in all, great game.
And our second game of 9th edition, so now
Yes,
we're
so now we're tied.
We're tied.
So now
you got to stay tuned in the future for the decider.
Exactly. Hopefully it will be
With your scars, yeah.
White Scars versus Drukhari.
I'll surprise you and bring my wolves.
No, you won't. Actually, yeah, do it, because then I'll get 10 points and you won't for painted. What are your thoughts on my gameplay in this? Because
I thought you played it really well, mate. To be honest, after there was a lot of players that after that reeling from turn 2 would just be like meh and throw in the towel, but like you still played it really tactically. You still like your secondaries were like pretty much even for all of it. It's only really on the primary that I've won it. Yeah. On the secondaries we're both pretty much level. Which goes to show, and obviously that's the tactical play. Yeah. But the primary, because I'm just on so much, and I was able to use my MSU to deny you, and obviously I killed your offset quite quickly. Yeah. Is a big deal. I
mean, like when George said, like, you know, most people kind of just retract themselves and fold. I expect that not just against George, but just using Tyranids in general. I always expect to lose a good 30 to 50% of my army in turn 2, regardless of the player I'm playing against. Hence why I like having Rippers and Lictors in reserve. And I'm also like my next list. I'm considering taking more Rippers and Lictors just because I need them. Essentially, I mean, like I might actually resort back to my old Swarm list where I'm using like blob squads of 30 Gaunts, but then taking like 3 squads of 15 gargoyles from all reserves, taking three lictors,
Rippers just to do engage,
literally just do things like engage and retrieve and stuff like that. So that's essentially what I'm planning for my next batch of list. But yeah, I mean, for you, I think
I really like my list.
Yeah,
I think it's really cool.
Like, your list, like it's great. The tactical wise,
I think I threw away my Venoms, but I wanted to bait you out.
I don't think you did throw away your Venoms. But to be honest, I actually think you threw away your Succubus. I think that you probably would have done a lot. I know you wanted a really cool thing, but
I wanted a cool thing between Swarmlord and the Succubus,
well,
and I would have won.
I know,
and it was epic. He was gonna be dirty, and he was gonna smite her, so I wouldn't get to use the relic at all. Exactly. But I denied it with my other relic, with my tailored relic that I took because I'm facing Tyranids. I denied it. He did some mortal wounds, and I thought, then he's gonna die in combat. Do more mortal wounds.
Doesn't happen. You know why?
It didn't happen.
Because it's cursed.
My cursed blade Succubus is cursed. It makes me very sad. I have to try something else.
It's okay, man.
It's not okay.
I know, right?
3 for 3. 3 games.
So yeah, all in all, really enjoyed this game.
It's like the new Shadowfield. It's the new.
Oh yeah.
It's the new Shadowfield.
That was the other thing as well. Is like I was so close to rubbish killing your Archon.
Yeah, again.
So close to rubbish killing your Archon.
It's the new Shadow. The Cursed Blade Traitor's Embrace is the new Shadowfield.
Yeah.
Like it's that rolling a 1 when you really need a 2 or more.
Because like Vect was one of those as well.
Yeah,
you really need Vect to happen. Roll a 1.
Yeah. But it was a really cool game. Yeah. Obviously, I love playing Paddy. We're both like really competitive players, and we get a bit energetic. And
it gets to a point like you saw as well. Like I know that I'm not going to win, so I just do stuff to piss on George's chips, essentially. Like the Succubus, killing that rubbishly. Although it didn't die rubbishly, it actually died.
No, it just got chopped in half, and then his relic didn't go off.
Exactly. So just little things like that. I go for the morale victory as opposed to the one on the board.
But yeah, we'll do. I don't think I'm going to make any changes to my list. I think I'm going to play it like that for a while.
Yeah,
I think it works really well.
I mean, the only thing I would do is switch out your relic.
But it's so cool. It blows up when it works. It's amazing. So it doesn't work.
But it didn't work.
I think it'd be better to do use like a Triptych Whip just to make her damage output more threatening, and then keep her Warlord trait. So Warlord trait is actually really good. Like 4+ to cause mortals back at your opponent is really tasty. So I think I would try that next time and do do the 4+ to do mortals back it and keep your Triptych Whip so her damage output is pretty reliable.
Yep.
Hitting on 2s, like 10 attacks, hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s, just poison, AP 3 and 2 damage.
Yes.
It's a really good weapon.
Yes.
And yeah, the Talos, I love them. I think they're really, really cool.
I mean, people are still going, oh, Talos aren't meta and all the rest of it. Well, Talos are still Talos.
Yeah, they're still really good.
They're still
Like,
really good, especially like Ichor Injectors now.
Ichor Injectors are crazy.
So good.
Yeah, I think that's the list design as well. Is to I've got a lot of mortal wound output.
Yes.
There's like mortal wounds when you attack me. There's mortal wounds when I'm charging. There's mortal wounds with the Raider. And there's mortal wounds with my Ichor Injectors.
Yeah.
Obviously the Succubus is designed to do mortal wounds as well. So I quite like that because it bypasses everything. Like mortal wounds are really good, and there's because I haven't got access to any psychic attacks, so there's not very many ways that I can get mortal wounds without doing this kind of thing. So I think I'll keep the list the same. Possibly swap the racks around for more warriors, but I don't know. I quite like the racks. They're good for like midfield, being annoying.
They're very good at backfield objective holders because they are tough.
Yeah.
So I mean, like they can take a bit of a beating. They're not too bad in combat.
No, they're not terrible. No,
they're better than warriors in combat.
Yeah.
So I quite like the fact that you got the 2, 2, and 2 in there. So that's what I like about this list is like
symmetrical.
It's symmetrical.
We like symmetry. Symmetry's nice.
Exactly. So yeah.
Great. It was a really good game. Yeah, cheers for that.
No worries.
I'm now going to go home and make myself a crown. So next time you see me on the channel, I'm going to have a crown and maybe a T-shirt with King George.
Gonna have a crown of dicks.
Cheers
are gone. Right, that's actually got to be the end of the video.